Today is August 21st. It's about 10 a.m. I'll just show my boxwoods. They're looking really poor. 10 a.m., 96 degrees. I need to do some more weeding out here. But the week has been much of this kind of weather. I think we've had, I don't think it even got into the 70s for the low last night. I think it was like 84. That's painful. My husband trimmed all of this stuff on the walkway here, and I sprayed these little guys with some milk product to try to counteract the disease, and then I just sprayed them with some soapy water to get the aphids and stuff off of them. He trimmed this back for me. There's my fountain grass. It's looking pretty. The Italian cypress are still alive. I haven't gotten rid of these pots yet. So let me see what's worth showing. I'll just kind of show my snapdragons. They're I hope they do a fall color. I did plant a sunrise rose lantana in here, and I've been covering it because it's so hot. So we shall see. I pulled a big, huge purslane weed out of these red velour petunias. So I did a little bit of weeding. I went around and grabbed some weeds. I'm probably going to take that melon out of there. In fact, I think for sure I will. It looks raggedy already. I planted in the house a few weeks ago, or a week or so ago, some squash. I have my cool season crop started too, but these are mid-season, and so these are black coral. There's 3 of them in here. So I topped off this bed with some soil. And then I started pulling out the canis lilies that were in this pot. And these pots are breaking, so I think I'm going to put the pots that are against the wall over by the house. I'm going to put those pots in here. They'll match up with the ones around the bridge and around the hexagon area. So I think it'll be nice. There's our cypress vine flowers. This thing is so funny to look at. I haven't done this bed yet, but I'm getting ready to, because I have some more plants in the house, and most of them are squash. Look at how it's taken over the little pole there. But my husband got me some soil ready to put in it. Up here, I think I'm going to identify what I got going. I have Rampicanti, 2 of them right there. They're vine squash that I want to grow there. Oh, there's a lemon squash, but it looks like it didn't make it. I have a couple of lemon squash outside here. The rampicante is back against this trellis here. There's two of them. And then this guy is a black coral squash, which is a variety of zucchini. And then here I have a black coral squash, and then there's a black coral squash, and then down there is a rampicante again. Rampicante? I don't know if I'm saying that right. There's my petunias. My husband had a blowout in that bed of the tubing. All of our irrigation tubing has some kind of flaw in it, so we're gonna have to pull up most of it and replace it. And he's kind of using new stuff as we go, just using it in sections, but we'll probably replace the whole thing this fall. That's my oregano. I want to move some of that to my tower. There's my Swiss chard, and these are some cow peas. It looks like they got ants crawling on them. My peppers, something's eating the heck out of the leaves. Don't know what it is. Here's the cypress vine going crazy in the garden. My husband cut back the okra and took the ones out that were just covered in aphids, but this one looked good, pretty good, so he kept it. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with my tomato plants. I'm trying to decide. They're looking pretty wild. They're still producing a little bit. I don't think this moneymaker will ever produce. I could be wrong, but it's not looking too promising. Yeah, I might take these all out. Here's the thing that's producing the most. All of these eggplants. It's crazy. And I did remove the stuff that was between these two eggplants, and we kind of propped this one up a little bit better, and it's got some fruit on it as well. So I'm gonna have more eggplant than I know what to do with. And that's one thing I am gonna study this next week, is what to do with all of this eggplant. In the past, I've stuck it in the food processor and ground it, and then froze it ground, and it's worked pretty good because I'll mix it with ground beef, and you can't hardly tell. It's a good filler, but we only like a certain amount of that. So, and I'm gonna have eggplants here as well. I don't think I'm getting any squash here. Looks like we lost one of the, I might pull this squash up. I've got some more squash, like patty pan and stuff in the house, so. And, oh, looks like this might be a Kajari melon. I'm not sure though. I like to see more than one, but that's what that could be. And the bees are liking the basil. So there's my Angelonia. It looks good. And we pulled up the stuff that was in this pathway. There was a bunch of marigolds in here that were kind of laid over and looking shabby. The moss roses don't look that great either. And then I kind of let my tower go here. I'm getting enthused to plant in them again, so maybe I'll have a decent, and I pulled some stuff up that was here too. So we pulled some stuff out of the garden. We've been harvesting some peppers and some tomatoes and some noodle beans. And like I say, I'm starting a mid-season, and I might be on the late side of getting the mid-season started. We shall see. But it's still so hot. It'll probably go from hot to cold. Still look nice, this Angelonia. You can see the hummingbird likes that Cape honeysuckle. Anyway, oh, he trimmed back the bougainvillea and the lantana that were here too, so that's my garden diary. Today is the 19th of August, and this is what we got out of the garden. We got a handful of serranos, some corabachi peppers. I think last week I called them something else, I don't know what. And then I have some cherry tomatoes and some 4th of July tomatoes. And it's really hot. It's 102. I think the low last night was 80, which is the big problem, is that it's not cooling off at night right now. But I think we've got a cooling trend in the next 10 days. Anyway, a person can hope.